Boom. Hey, what's going on, guys? Just finished up our route. Knocked out about three estimates, and I still need to do one more later on this evening. But I'm just in here thinking, just some content to bring to you of a video about what some red flags while doing the estimate. For me, I was just doing the estimate, and just a couple of things that I seen. You give them the price, they try to talk you off your price. It went from a bi-weekly price to a one-time cut, and then it went to just, hey, how much just for the front yard, right? But that's just to me, that's just the customer that's gonna try to nickel and dime me the whole way through. So that's, for me, that's one of my red flags. That's always trying to talk me off of my price. I set up the price, and I believe it's a pretty fair price. I don't believe I'm at the bottom. I don't believe I'm at the highest. I believe I'm very competitive, and we set fair prices. So for me, that's one of my red flags. Is that, hey, if a customer try to talk me off of my price or talk me down, that's a red flag for me. That's just one. Another one that I have, I got them here. Customer always say, hey, my last lawn care guy stopped showing up. I've learned to even ask the question, hey, who was your last lawn guy? Why did they stop showing up? And sometimes the customers, they'll kind of give you some insight that, hey, if it was truly them, or was it the lawn care guy? Sometimes, customers can run a lawn care guy off just based on the demands they put on them every time they come. They may tell them, hey, when you come, can you just knock this down, right? They ain't never said give me an estimate for it, or hey, add this on my invoice. Just can you do this little thing here? Can you do something over here? And they're really just trying to use you and leverage you for your labor. So you have to be mindful of those things. So one thing that I do is when I do send my estimates, I always tell them, hey, this is just for basic lawn care, mower, edge and trimming, blowing. Anything else that you need done on the property, we'll shoot your estimate. Then you get it approved, and then we add it. That way they always know, hey, if there's an extra on my invoice, it's because you requested the work, and they understand that if they request, they have to pay for the work that's at hand as well. So that's just another red flag for me on my side of the business. You had anything you want to add in?
No, just as you were saying, like the extra work, that mean that it's extra time on the property. So just considering that, they may think that, just to knock this down or to do this and that, you got a schedule, you got a route that you got to do. You might not have the time to do the extra projects they want done. So that's why scheduling is so important. And one of the red flags for me is when they have for sale signs in the yard, because the reason why, because our first year we had not a great experience with that. We went and did a yard, and I talked to the person through text and stuff, but we never really talked to him. And so we went and did the work and never got paid for the work that we did. And when we tried to reach out to him for payment, he acted like he didn't know what we was talking about. And so there's a red flag for me. So I always want to talk to the person, hey, meet us here, especially if it got a for sale sign in the yard. Just being able to navigate that and move cautiously, because you don't want to be putting in this work out here and not get paid for it. So definitely talking to somebody at the house, if they got that sign in their yard, hey, I need to talk to somebody face to face, so we'll be on the same page. So that's one of the red flags for me because of the situation in our first year. So
yeah, that right there opened our eyes tremendously with those, and we still do those properties that are for sale, but we handle them with a lot more caution. We try to vet that customer out to try to see what they're trying to get done and those type of things. Not saying you can't do them, right? Because I don't want you to turn down work, because you got to be property in your business. You can do deposit, you can do payment up front, but most homes we do now that are for sale is through a realtor that we always work with. So we know that they're going to get paid, no issues. We'll do one or two here and there, right? But we have to vet out that customer to see, hey, is this gonna be legit, right? Because you can go out there and put a lot of work into a property, because and man, you got that property ready for picture day, it's ready to go, it's looking good, and then all of a sudden they run off with the bill. You're stuck with labor, and you won't gain the rewards from your labor. So you have to put some processes in place in your business, so you don't get stuck in that, right? Our process may not be your process. You got to figure out what works for you in your business. Everybody does things a little different. We talk with our customers a little different. Everybody's just a little different. So you have to figure out, how to handle that and navigate that in your business. So not saying you can't do yards that are for sale, but you might have to find the right. Communication is the biggest thing.
Right, absolutely.
Biggest thing for that, right? Especially when they say it's for sale and can you get it done now? It's a hard press. Most times the ones we do get now, they kind of tell us, hey, here's the closing date, XYZ. And when we do feel, there's going to be some, hey, don't feel good, we're telling them, hey, this is your closing date. We're going to do sale on the 27th. Hey, we're seeing the bill the night before. When we wake up in the morning, please have it paid. If not, we just pull it off our schedule for the day and we keep moving.
But we work with a pretty awesome, trustworthy realtor, so we don't have no problems with them. They are awesome. No. So
they're amazing.
Yeah,
they are awesome. Amazing. I'm telling you,
we don't worry about those problems anymore. I'm just saying the first year we ran into that problem, but we haven't since. So
and it wasn't them.
Yeah, it wasn't them. Yeah,
it was
this
us.
was a private person that reached out for that. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah. So but I would tell you, to get back into it, here's the last one that I have. A customer that's hard to communicate with. Man, you just can't never catch them on the phone, or they never don't talk back, or respond back to certain stuff. Those are flags. They probably gonna wind up ghosting you at some point. So you just have to be mindful. Hey, let me move with a little bit more caution, right? We got to be wise when we out there. On the property. Another one is you go do the estimate or whatever, and they tell you, hey, my last guy was at $40. That's not my price. That's just not gonna work. For 140 is not even our minimum price, so we're definitely not gonna be on that. So we'll move forward, and then just remember this: when you're a long cut, every customer won't be your customer. Right. We just went and did 2 estimates today, right? In the premium area where we want to be, right? But every customer ain't gonna be your customer. I'm talking about when I say it's in our wheelhouse, I'm talking about like right around the road, maybe 5 houses down, right? On the same road, in the same subdivision. It's right there, right? But every customer won't be your customer. So don't get so caught up in trying to make every customer your customer, because you're gonna deal with some issues you ain't gonna have the capacity to deal with, you ain't gonna want to deal with. They're gonna be a nightmare. And we all have had at some point a customer that that gave us a fit. And we try not to deal with them, right? We all perfect, make mistakes, leave something behind, right? But just a matter how you communicate it when you have to go back and fix stuff, right? Now you don't want to get callbacks all the time.
It's not good.
We've had maybe one in our time. That was just a customer. But we got it fixed, resolved it, and moved forward. But I just want to stop and just let you know, hey man, find those red flags. What's for you in your business when you're trying to run your business, right? Everybody gonna have different red flags, but those are just some for us that, hey, when we see those few right there, hey, antennas go up. Let's protect our labor. Make sure we stay profitable in the business, because at the end of the day, we do this to get paid. We do this for a livelihood, so you just can't be out here willy-nilly doing lawns and not getting paid, right? Your business go belly up real fast at that point, right? You want to be able to get paid for what you do, and it's a good feeling when you get paid for what you do. So just make sure you price well. Make sure you continue to do what's right for your business. So we're not gonna drag this video out, but we just got back in and figured, hey, let me just go ahead and shoot this off while it was on our heart, while we was thinking about it. So you guys, most of all, a big shout out to one of our subscribers that's locally with us, Esteban. Huge shout out to you, my friend. We talked yesterday. I got you what you asked for. Done that, sir. Sent that up for you. So God bless you on that. huge shout out to all of our subscribers as well. We're growing our channel in different ways, growing our channel, just reaching the people that God wants us to reach, and how we desire to reach them. If you guys got any questions for us, hit us up. You got our information. Our email is on our description of our YouTube page. You can reach out at any point. We'll be sure to get back with you. Jacoby with Brown's Quality Lawn Care, Tamika with Brown's Quality Lawn Care. See you on the next one. We out.